Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu from the Box Press Studio, and from the Pastani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Good man. It's like 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks to the PCA trade show. I mean, it'll be less than that by the time this airs, but
Yeah,
man, it's getting real.
it is coming quick.
We're all
It seemed
we're
like there
all
was a big gap, but it
sponsored.
was forever. Yeah, we're all sponsored. Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. Look at our bar. Look. We're such fucking sellouts. Look at us. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We give honest reviews, okay?
All right.
But
So
but
speaking of honest reviews, today we are talking about the 601 Orange Toro. Cigar is 6x52, comes out of the La Zona factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Brazilian Cubra Rosado, binder and filler both from Nicaragua. It is blended by Hector Alfonso. Price point is $10. Cigar was released in April of 2023, and we picked these cigars up from Corona Cigar Company. So if you are in the Florida area and near one of the locations, be sure to stop in for a cigar and a libation. But if you are not in the area, you can place an order with them over the phone or on the website, and they will ship it out to you lickety split. All right. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Pretty average. So this cigar for me had a lot of this like, gritty, earthy soil kind of dirt thing going on. And it was especially uh like prevalent on the finish. Made the finish long, but in all the pretty much, in all the wrong ways. Um, it I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with like having that like unrefined, gritty soil component to the cigar, but if you mainly just have that, it becomes pretty monotonous, and which this was. There's like, there was some spice and that kind of thing in there, but I felt like it was pretty minor. So especially if you have such an earthy cigar and you don't have any like additional thing to it, like it makes it really smoke like maybe if you were just to eat dirt.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're just eating dirt.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
this is a pretty average flavor profile for me throughout. It kind of started out with like a little bit of that sort of characteristic Espinosa spice blast with some chocolate. The spices evolved into become more of a black pepper as it settled. And then oddly enough, the spiciness just kind of fell right off the map and it was just kind of creamy wood for most of the first third. And I was like, that's not what I was expecting, but okay. And then kind of more of creamy wood with a little bit of baking spices to break it up in the second third. And then the last third, largely creamy wood with a little bit of bread to break it up. And so I was like, well, I mean, it's pleasant, but the flavor profile really didn't, particularly engage me, especially with 2 hour and 40 minute smoking time. And unfortunately, I had well, not fortunately, I had a perfect burn, but unfortunately, I had significant burn issues. I had two touch ups where I did the Aaron Loomis thing where I just let it go as far as possible. I'm like, okay, I can't leave this anymore, and this is just kind of a huge section of wrapper not burning. And then cigar went out spontaneously on me in the last third twice. So kind of a rough one. And I don't know if that affected the flavor profile, but pretty average takeaway for me. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with a mix of cedar, oak, and candied cinnamon. Cinnamon transitioned to a general baking spice pretty quickly. Some earth joined a bit later, and then the cedar dropped out. Second third saw some mustiness join in, and then the final third saw the baking spice depart, and the oak gained a toast note. Got a little bit of mintiness that joined a bit later as the cigar was starting to warm up. I thought the cigar had a nice start, had a good combination of flavors, but from the second third on, the profile dropped a level as some of those components started to depart, and the earth gained a bigger role in the profile. Pretty average overall smoking experience after that first third. Not a cigar I really see myself coming back to, even though the price point's fairly attractive. It's just I need more of that first third kind of thing going on, and just it kind of wanes, as it goes. Things are dropping out of it, so it just didn't work out for me. All right, so let's talk about the scores. Start out at the top with me at 6 even. Seth wasn't able to join us, and Jiunn both gave it a 5.75, and John gave it a 5.25. So My 6 even matched up well, above average flavor profile, really good construction, just slightly waviness in the burn. Otherwise, it would have been perfect, but just not high enough to make me want to come back to this cigar. It just got to be good, through at least 2/3 to make it really be worthwhile to come back to, and just didn't do it after that first third. All right, Jiunn, how'd your 5.75 matchup?
Yeah, good. I mean, you just if we say 6 is the highest score, you should pretty much tell you the indicator of how we all felt.
Yep.
Especially if the high score is Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
good
John.
point.
It's exactly. If you see that I'm the highest score or that my name is on the bottom of the review and it's not a personal review, you're probably in trouble. All right, John, 5.25.
Yeah, that matches up well. Unfortunately, construction issues happen from time to time. I mean, we smoke a lot of cigars, so it's bound to happen. I'd be interested in trying, based on your experiences, it's probably not going to be a hitter for me, but it would be interesting to try one that, had a normal burn just to see how it performed. But that aside, I think it probably would have landed around a 5.5 for me flavor wise, which is something I wouldn't return to. So yeah.
All right, any final thoughts from you guys on this one?
This is a re-release of the original 601 Orange, which was like 9 years ago or 8 years ago, I think. Is that right?
I don't know. Was there an orange before?
I thought there was an Orange Robusto, and it's old,
Hmm.
and so
Oh,
like either this is a new size or maybe I've got that wrong, but yeah, I thought this was a new size of the orange. Anyways, the weird thing is I used to smoke a ton of 601 blues, but I never really gravitated towards for whatever reason I just never smoked the yellows or the oranges back in the day, and I don't know how that happened because I remember smoking the black, I remember smoking the red, I remember smoking
green.
the blue, the green, the blue, but never the yellow or the orange. So I don't know how
Yeah.
it happened, but
Yeah. All right, wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. You can follow us on all the social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
orange.